Whereas this year, doing this evaluation tool, I was very nervous to start out because I didn't know which direction I wanted to go. And then once I found my direction, I was able to pinpoint, after 24 years of teaching, what I really need to work on, and there was so much more meaning to this for me to focus on that and not have to worry about all of the other things which I should know by 24 years of teaching. So.
That the new system, the pilot program, has developed my practices and made me a better teacher. Like Erin said, I think that I collaborate with my administrator much more, and it gives me specific things to focus on to improve my teaching and, as a result, student achievement.
But part of the evaluation system, to see growth, yes, I'm doing that in my classroom, but as you become a better teacher, you also want to share that with your peers and be more of a leader in the things that you're good at and that you're comfortable with. So it's pushed me to work with my PLC. I've created some things where we've been able to really look at some benchmark EOC, our common assessment data, and have healthier conversations from there because we're more knowledgeable and we can really all share back and forth because we're comparing on a consistent level, and we can learn from that and how to help our students even better.
I think one of the greatest things about this evaluation system is that it's not one more thing. It actually ties in very well with EOCs and PLCs and connects it all together to actually simplify the entire process.
I see some growth, so now I have to pick where do I think I am in that and talk with my principal about that. And so I really like the dialogue.
It's a truly reflective process.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
We almost have to cut down our conversations because that's the hardest part. I know that's one of the questions. The hardest part is you get in there with your principal and you just want to keep talking and talking. Yeah. And you know that he's got duties to do, you've got things to do, and you're just enjoying the conversation so much that it's like, realistically, district-wide, how much time are we going to narrow down that conversation? So with the dialogue is awesome.
Yeah, Jamie, you just said there's actual value
There's
in it.
value in it.
I know from my side of the table, the conversations that I've had with teachers this year have been so much more fulfilling. And being able to come up with an idea of, okay, how do we need to grow and how are we going to grow and how did we grow has been so much more realistic than, okay, it's the end of the year, which column do I need to put the check mark in? By removing those 4 arbitrary columns and coming up with this spectrum, there's always going to be room for growth. There's always going to be ways to make things better. And even if you get to the magical number 7 on the spectrum, part of that scoring is remaining reflective and remaining flexible and continuing to improve on that, so that there's always work to be done and there's always reflection to be had.